The views and opinions expressed on Live at the Barbershop are entirely those of the host, guest, and caller and do not reflect the opinions of Live at the Barbershop or its staff. Viewers' discretion is advised. The following podcast is intended for mature audiences only and contains adult contents, graphic language, strong sexual content, and a whole lot of shit talking. So in other words, get your kids out the room.
Live, here we go at the Barbershop with your hosts, Misha J, Aaliyah, Black Republican, and those two crazy Caribbean guys from the Q&N show, Norris and Q. And now, the man of the hour, Mr. HNIC, Mr. Sleep When You're Dead, Hustle Now, the magnificent.
Yo, son. What's up with all that?
I was just trying to amp it up, you know, like...
Oh, okay, all right, yeah, I'm all right, I'm with that.
John, live at the Barbershop Podcast.
Say, I go dolo. What up? Good Friday, y'all. What it do? I go for dolo. Bogart coming on through. Hey, today, very interesting Friday today. Amidst all the madness that's going on, the mass shootings recently, our governor just signed a new bill where we don't have to have a concealed weapons license anymore. That's the discussion for tonight. Good Friday, Easter's here. My man and I got Black Republican is in the building. Q's out for the night. My man, this is coming through. Traffic's a little thick, but check my man and them just came in the shop. I know that Miami traffic is always a little something. You know what I'm saying? But it's all love. Come through, Holmes. Come through. What up?
Why, Mayo? Why?
What up? Good Friday.
Let's get it, man.
Right here. Q ain't here.
Yeah. You're breaking my heart today. Got me filling in for this guy. Look at this. To see this all
you know what I'm saying? Look at that. Yo.
Damn.
That's what we talking about.
Damn.
So
We're doing this.
let me do it the right way, like how we normally do it, and then we'll get started into it. Cause it's Good Friday. I know a lot of heads should be in church.
Uh-oh.
You know what I mean? But Sunday we'll deal with that. So everyone out there, Good Friday, happy Easter, and much blessings to everyone out there. Stay safe.
Good stuff.
So I'm your host for tonight. My name is John. Sitting next to me would be my man Q. Now it's madness. How you do?
Another day in the life, baby. Another day in the life.
I got my man Black IT's in the building.
Behind the scenes, I see you, baby.
And my man Black Republican is on the other end of the spectrum. What it do?
Yo, what up?
Cuzzo.
What's going on, y'all? Let's talk about these guns, man. Talk about these guns we're going to be walking around in our back pockets.
The crazy buzz on your side. What was the deal?
These guns.
You was like, there it is. Yeah. You better now.
All right.
Sabotage.
Terrible.
You know what I'm saying? Like
Black IT setting me up, man.
Oh,
my man came in like Buster just now. Yo. It's a lot of static. All right, so Ron DeSantis just signed a new bill where we don't have to have a concealed weapons permit. Now, I myself, I'm about a 10 to 12 year run concealed weapons permit holder. So, huh?
That's all right, man.
Hey, when in Rome, you know what I'm saying? You gotta play the games.
Firing
Play the
heat people.
games. You know what I mean? So
yeah.
A little distraction, my bad. Hold on.
Uh-oh.
So with that in mind, now I had a lot of things that I had questions about because I'm saying to myself, well, hold on, I just re-upped on mine. So give me back my money. Because if everybody else now is just free willy in the wild, wild west,
Paid too soon, man.
I guess so. It was time for me to re-up. So I just want to know now, do I get reimbursed?
And see, that's what I said in the group. Like in our group chat, I put that in there.
You know,
I'm like, it's too many years of paying for this license, man. Dude, I get some money back.
that's the thing. Why? All right. So, do you have one?
Not anymore.
Okay. So you gave it up.
I gave it up, bro.
Okay.
Gave it
Blacks, you got one?
Nah.
Okay.
Mm-mm.
Now, for me, I actually I was gonna go. I just keep forgetting, but I was definitely gonna sign up for the NRA portion.
Mm-hmm.
Reason being now. So now how I look at things is the games are set up in a certain way for us to fail.
Okay.
But if you learn the laws of the land, you can maneuver the right way. You see what I'm saying? So if you understand certain things, you can play the game or get played. I choose to play the game the correct way. So everything that they're doing, we're gonna do the same thing. Now, in the neighborhoods we come from, they do things the opposite way. You know the whole deal. All right, so these are the terms.
Yeah, man. I'm like, give the disclaimer.
I'm gonna give you the terms, the burners. You get the burners with the cereal scratched off. You know what I mean? And you buy these things in the hood, get these things, and then you get locked up.
Yeah.
You get charged for all these different things.
Everything.
New York State is a whole different beast. You can't even have it. I know. Disclaimer. Allegedly, I know some dudes. Okay.
This should be entertaining.
Got all sorts of different things. Now, up there, you get caught with the slightest little things. It's a wrap.
That's it.
Silences, different things like that.
Game over.
Out of here. So, I know Texas is another one that my man and them out there, they'll ride around. Especially if you some rural areas. A lot of them ride around with shotguns and rifles and different things like that. Now, a lot of the states say that it's really only for, they don't really allow you to be able to carry those things, but a lot of people do.
Yeah, it's
especially
not open carry.
Right. It's not.
It's really not even concealed carry in some of those states.
A lot of them now, but listen, it's all right. Florida makes the 26th state now to join this situation, whereas you can go to other states that allow this law. It's like an interlocking situation. So now if I decided to go from here to Alabama, let's say, or something like that, I'm fine. Alabama has certain little tweaks that's a little different, but regardless, majority of them is the same thing. 21 and older, U.S. citizen, on and on and on. The thing that we were discussing before is the fact of when you had to do the concealed weapons, had to have some little small courses here and there. In between, they had, like for me, I had signed up for a marksman program.
Yeah.
That's you, Black?
Sniper shot, headshot.
That's you? Black,
fan, sir,
humming. That's you, Hup? Humming.
Oh, man. Your background, sir.
Humming, coming at ya.
All right, but yeah, you were
All right,
saying
so-
marksman.
Marksman. So for me now, my bad, I got distracted. That hum is bugging me. So so for that now, it's proper training, meaning how to handle, how to shoot, how to load. Target wise, so you're not just randomly, like again in the neighborhood, someone's going after you, and it's always the innocent bystander. It's never the intended target. You know how it works.
Yeah.
So now with this new law, you don't have to have any training. It's just
clean background. Legal age to buy.
Not even listen. They're not even checking no clean background portion of it. You just do what you do.
Yeah.
So now the question is this the wild? Is this gonna turn into the wild, wild west at this point? Because if everyone now, mind you, yes, people still carry their stuff, whether they had the permit or not.
Yeah.
But the difference is now the law is on your side if you didn't have it. You understand what I'm saying? Whereas if you didn't have the permit and you carried it, you got a little problems on your hands. Now there's a law saying I don't need that, so I'm good. So going on the back end of sneaking it around all this time, I'm safe now.
That's not the way the law is being processed right now, though, man. You don't have to have the license to carry, right? But this is still not an open carry state. It's the same rules still apply. If you get caught with something and you know you're not supposed to have it, or you got to eat that. It's the same concept as before. It's just now it's like, who's flagging these people that go in there? You don't have to have any experience. You don't have to go through any courses, no training whatsoever. Just, hey, I like that. How much is that? Here goes the bread. See you on the next one. You know, will they still be running a background when you purchase these pistols? I don't know. That's something that they haven't broke down all that yet. Yeah.
Because it's not wait, check this out now. So there's a couple of states. So of course we know California is a definite no-no. They're not.
Oh yeah.
They're not partaking in that. Illinois saying no. Maryland says no. Massachusetts says no. New Jersey and of course New York is a definite no-no. So now I was thinking about it. I'm like, damn, it's majority of the South. Majority of the South.
Yeah.
Because it's all right. So Alabama, besides Southern wise, Alaska, which we know, Arizona, Kansas, Arkansas,
Texas, for sure.
Idaho, Indiana, Kansas, Kentucky, Michigan, Mississippi, Missouri, Montana, of course, you know, North Carolina. Surprisingly, South Carolina wasn't part of it. But North Carolina, Ohio, Oklahoma, South Dakota, Tennessee, Utah, Vermont, which surprised me. Virginia definitely did not surprise me. Because majority of the heads that I knew, that's where they got their joints from.
Yeah.
Okay. So Virginia was definitely, I knew that was going to be. So Black, being as you're not a concealed weapon permit owner, what's your thoughts on that? Is it a green light for you as a non-permit holder to now want to partake in owning something?
Nah. It don't make no sense because I think that's a whole trap. That's a trap that's being set because if you don't got to get no training, no class, no permit, no nothing, you off record. How do they even know? You know what I'm saying? And the problem with it is, remember, all them states like New York, Cali, and all of them, they got mad gun issues. They got mad crazy issues now where cats just running around doing whatever they want. The criminals run the scene. What they're going to do is by passing these kind of laws, they're going to allow for the story to now flip towards me and you because we know the deal why we need weapons to protect our family. You know what I'm saying? I'm more of a hand-to-hand blades type person. I'm not really into the, you know, guns and small arms. I can, you know what I'm saying? I know how to use them, but I don't have them because I don't need to rely on them. But my whole thing is this whole setup is I think it's going to backfire on all of us in the long run. I don't think this is a good move. Like you need permit, you need training, any kind of weapon, any tool that can cause some form of harm or anything like that. You need to have proper training. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
And certifications.
Facts.
Wait now, Blacks.
I think
we're saying you prefer this training in purchase rights or just in
beforehand
carry rights? Okay.
I believe anyone before they are allowed to purchase any weapon should go through classes. You know what I mean? Showing that they pass the mental capacity, and the knowledge to handle a weapon.
Now, I mean,
anything can be used as a weapon, but
hardware stores. Yeah, I was about to say, like, you know, box cutters out of Home Depot and whatnot.
Well,
man.
All right, so I'm gonna tell you something real quick. So in New York, at one point, they had banned back box cutters.
Really?
Trust.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
That's how it was serious
Oh,
up in New
man.
York at
Yeah.
one point because they was giving telephone poles everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
It was getting $1.50s. So at one point, if you was going into Home Depot looking for that,
Mhm.
not finding it. If you found one, you was lucky. You better grab it because it got to the point where they was these gangs and stuff, Deceptinets, Decepticons, all these different heads.
Everybody, yeah.
They was going at it on the trains, bus, everything.
Yeah.
So at that
slicing you
point
up,
now,
man.
they had to put something in place to say, all right, slow it down. But what happened with the regular man now? I need to get something.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? How do I get roped up in that? So same thing. You know what I'm saying? Same thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
Um,
lackluster laws, man, always affect the regular person because they don't do enough to police the criminals,
Right.
the actual individuals that these these lazy ass laws allow to run around it. You know what I'm saying? Let me and you try to protect our family from a home invader. We going to jail. You know what I'm saying?
Blacks, hold
Crazy.
on one
I
second.
want to know who
Blacks.
put up there said, you know, Florida had more guns than Texas. It probably does. Probably does.
Now, but we need it. We need more because remember, everybody has an awareness that if I run up on this dude in Texas, he might
Yeah,
have
he
a
got
gun.
it. Yeah.
So you need less security when it's open security.
But mind
You know what I'm saying?
like I said, the difference with our counterparts, and I can personally tell you this because I run around with a lot of hunters, and I've been analyzing and talking and going back and forth with them. How they go about things is totally different than how we do. Meaning that they might have a whole arsenal sitting in their garage, but everything is on the legal movement.
Mm.
You see what I'm saying?
Straight and narrow.
Straight and narrow. So now if they welcome somebody to come in and try something, or for law enforcement to tell them they can't have that because they legally went about it the right way. Now I might go to my man down the block. He might have the same arsenal, but seals are scratched.
Everything is
You know,
wrong.
he bought this from
Yeah,
that one. That one might have a body on it. You know, different things like that. Because I trust.
Certain states you can't even hand down weapons. You can't even like resell.
Well, take a
weapon.
look.
You gotta turn it in and then it goes from.
Yeah, well,
Take a look at
he's
this
talking
now.
about the ones that nobody's
nobody
supposed
don't
to know about. Yeah,
But-
it's,
Nah, I know
it's
what you
about
mean.
different caliber weapon.
But hold on a minute.
Yeah,
Let me bring Aaliyah in the building. Your mic.
yeah, he's still on mute.
Hello, everyone.
What's good?
How's everybody doing today, this Friday night?
Happy
Hold on.
Happy Friday. Happy what? Good Friday, right? Good Friday.
Hold on,
right?
hold on a second. Hold on.
Word.
I was checking my
Word,
because I don't even have
word,
my glasses.
word,
in
word,
this
word,
motherfucker.
word.
Man, hold on.
Who is that?
Hold
Who
on,
is
man.
that? What is your
So,
name?
go
No
for a
need to
second.
clean the glasses.
Christmas
Hold
time.
on.
It's Christmas.
Y'all needed that break from me.
Dun, 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 dun. It's Christmas time. And
Y'all needed that break.
Word.
Viewers, you hear this
How you
madness,
been? How you
viewers?
been?
Mm-hmm.
Assalamu alaikum. Word up. Alaikum salam. Word up.
In a minute now, huh?
What's good?
What's today's mathematics?
That's what I'm trying to figure out.
It's raining.
Did you visit Mecca?
No,
Dead
I
Sea?
didn't.
Anything? Nothing?
Next
No.
time.
Okay. So, all right. You're a concealed weapons license owner. What do you feel about well, hold up. Let me rephrase. Are you? You are,
Yeah.
right? If I remember
Mhm.
right. Okay.
Mhm.
So now what do you feel about the new law where you don't have to have it? Do you want your money back?
I wish I could have got my money back because that's $100 and some.
Shit. That's what I was saying. I'm like, I just re-up on mine.
Times 10.
And now you telling me
I'm
this?
like,
Right.
now-
I think that's a touchy subject because I really think they should be doing a psychological evaluation before they allow people to carry guns. That's what I think that they should be doing. Forget all the other stuff of learning how to use a gun and all that stuff. They need to be giving out psychological evaluations because people that are unstable are carrying guns. So they're looking for a reason to shoot.
Yeah, like the police.
Yep. And that starts with them too. It's not just, I'm talking about people in general, not just because they do a certain job don't mean that they should be allowed to carry either.
Gil, what up?
What's up,
As
Gil?
a matter of
What's up?
fact, Gil is the one that
Initiated
put
this
to put this
topic.
in topic. You know what I'm saying? So kudos to Gil. It kind of surprised me, to be honest with you, because of the recent shootings that happened. Aside from everything else that went on in like California and all these different places, I was surprised that this got put into place right in the
So
mix of
soon.
all that
Yeah.
stuff there, because it's like it's touchy. You know what I mean? Knowing that so many people with mental illness, like she just stated,
Exists. Yeah.
have been going out there and doing all these mass shootings. And the recent one had what, like 9-year-olds that got, it was what, six. I think
Yeah, six victims. It
two
was
kids and, like,
three kids. No, 3 kids, two
the,
it was 2
the rest
teachers
of
and
the
one
adults,
janitor.
right. So the thing, something like
They
that.
they
67.
stopped another one in March 31st.
Yeah, I heard about that one. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, on their way to do another.
What
They
the
call
one,
it there's actually a manifesto group going around called Vengeance Day. You know what I'm saying? Where they're planning on, oh, we're gonna go after this, and
is that the
crazy
one that
as
went to
hell,
the to trying to go to a black university? Is that they got the one they stopped recently? That's the one you're talking about?
the one that was in the car trying to add to it.
Okay. So now when you put all these things in
I had a
perspective,
whole list together.
and you see in all these different states that are in cahoots with each other to adapt this law, whereas I can go to these other states I just named and have no problems really. So long as I still stay within that state's rule books. That's a game changer, because now you can have a dude driving all the way from Kansas or whatever, coming with a whatever he got to come with, and he's coming to a party like how they used to have like Freaknik and different things like that. Now you got dudes that now have that extra battery in their back to say, hey, now we good, we can do whatever we got to do. We don't have to worry about if you get pulled over and this and that. Just as long as you stay within the limits of what you need to do, then we're safe. Now I was wondering, is this?
I mean, you see what happened in recent spring break. There's all sorts of shootings that happen.
But think of it like this: these events go on all the time. Rolling Loud, remember? Rolling Loud was the last one with the rappers and stuff. They got okay. So if you look at it like this, if people are doing this when they have laws in order where you need a permit, you need a background check, you need this, you need that. How's it gonna be now when you don't need none of this?
I think people are still carrying guns without that anyway. I had one without a permit.
But that's what I'm saying.
Allegedly.
What? No, it wasn't allegedly. It wasn't illegal. It's not illegal to not have a gun without a permit.
Right.
So the thing is that people were still carrying guns. Even some felons, they carry guns and they're not supposed to be having guns, and they have them. So I don't think it's the issue of people just having the guns without, because people get guns regardless of what law is in place.
Big fact.
It's just the main part is people getting guns in their hands who have illnesses mentally, I think. And that should be something that they should be doing before they hand over those guns.
Right. And see again.
My mind personally goes to two things. It's either they want us to be in a position to police ourselves ultimately, or They just want to hold all of us liable.
I think part 2. Yeah.
I'd say part 2.
Yeah, I thought about that, and we had a discussion on that before. Either, like you said, that, or it's another form of population control. Be honest with you.
I mean, remember now they've been after. They're pushing more to a communist or socialist movement as far as government setup, and the more reach the government get is going to be the better for them. And America is known for independent defense. The main thing they want to get, if they can get rid of, as far as firearms, America's done for. I'm telling you right now, America's done for. Mark my words on that, because that's what they're doing. And this reckless type of laws is not a way to go to it. Because look, nobody's talking. They want to sit here and they want to talk about how old people have ARs and all of that in their homes, and you don't need all of that to hunt and whatever the case is. But they're not talking about how the fact that you got police officers dropping off crates in alleyways in Chicago. You get what I'm saying? How a gun that was turned into a police department 10 years ago pops up in a homicide case. A gun that was supposed to be dismantled by the police turns up into a homicide case. You get what I'm saying? And that gun was owned by a judge. You get me what I'm saying? So this is how bad the situation is. And they want to sit here and they want to police and throw laws in a civilian face, a law-abiding citizen that just wants something to protect their own home and their family. Because let me tell you something. If I got a family and whatnot and somebody rolling up here, I don't care if I got a rocket launcher, you eating it. You know what I'm saying? You ain't supposed to be in my house. What you doing in here? You get what I'm saying? But then they'll turn around and look at me as I'm the villain while patting the actual individual on his back, like, don't worry, we'll help you get bail. And I'm looking at, like, hold on, I got a daughter, I got an elder, I got my whole livelihood. This dude has nothing and decides to live off of everybody else. And he's the victim in this situation.
But you do know that also there's the catch-22 to all that too. Because I don't know, like when I went to my training, they told us that most time they'll tell you all the time, if it ever happens and someone does come in your house, okay, and that person's walking out, leaving out, going through the door, the window or something,
gotta be front.
That's what I was getting to.
You better drag him back in, turn him around, and make it happen. Because if I've seen it before, someone got sued shooting a thief that came into their house, robbed them, did also, and then when they was leaving out, the person got the better of them, shot them in the back, and they got paralyzed, and they sued. Okay.
Well, yeah, you can't shoot an individual in the back.
But not only that, they also tell you in your training, you have to fight force with force.
Mm-hmm.
So if they don't have a gun,
right,
and you're attacking them with your gun, you can also be liable.
See, and that's the thing I think a lot of people fail to realize, that there's so much little details that
the nuggets
it comes with it, and you don't know a lot of it until when something goes down, and then you got to go to court, and you're like, oh, like look at the lady in Jacksonville, I believe, she fired off a warning shot to the husband or ex-husband that was abusive and that was coming to her. She got some retarded numbers, like 12 years or something like that, for firing off.
Yeah.
There's a security that we know that he fired off a warning shot and they took his gun. Because people were coming to steal something. But because of the area he was in and all this, it's just warning, still don't matter. And he's a licensed security officer. So it comes with a lot of things in between as well that people don't understand. Someone posted something right there. Yeah. This is another good one. So a lot of people forget and fail to realize that portion of it also. So the clip, the gun.
Magazine, sir. Magazine.
I'm a New Yorker,
in the street
so.
now, okay? Magazine.
Magazines are like Sports Illustrated, you know. We call it clips. Okay. But these little things also come into play. So I don't know. I think, and then to know that the NRA is like really, really, really pushing this, and it's election times, it's coming around slowly. You understand what I'm saying? Now, piece the puzzles together, Black Republican, and close your ears. So now, DeSantis, he's going up. You got Trump, but then Trump is
going through something.
Yeah. There's not much to play with. The Democrats right now is in
shambles.
It's a wrap. So now, I think it's a chess move on his part where they said, listen, go ahead and pass this. If you pass this, we got you. We're going to push you. We're going to back you. The money's there. We'll get you to where you have to get to. I think
this is stupidest move he's going to put. Here's the thing. He's so damn dumb. If he's that eager for victory, they're going to play this on him, especially right now where the year's already starting off with crazy ass mass shooters and all of that. You know what I'm saying? Remember, notice what states these individuals are targeting. The ones that went against the teaching in schools, you know what I mean, drag reading hour and all of that stuff. Notice what they're targeting. Remember, Florida did the same exact thing. And then you got this the governor coming out and pulling this kind of law. Come on, man. I'm telling you, it's a setup. He ain't winning with this dumbass move. And the NRA, they're backwards as it is also. They will jump to anyone that gives them funding. They're not about the actual security of your rights and all of that. You get what I'm saying? Anyone that's giving them money and funding, they'll jump on it. You feel me? I'm saying that's why I don't rock with it. See, I learned self-defense, small arms, you know what I'm saying, defense mechanisms and other things like that. But I'm telling you right now, learn your state, learn the laws, and this thing that he's doing, mark my words, everybody, mark my words, this is going to be a problem if this goes through. I'm telling you right now, it's going to be a problem.
I think he's ready to push it. They got that smirk on her face. What you thinking?
I think they're going to let it go.
Let it go. What?
Let it ride.
You can't say let it go. You know, that's a hood term.
Well, I'm saying, I feel as though that they're going to go along with it. They're going to go ahead
they're gonna
and
push it. Yeah.
I believe so.
They're gonna ride it out all the way to the end, because right now, I mean,
and I think they're looking for people to kind of self-destruct too.
There's a game plan. There's definitely a game plan.
When you think about a lot of things that's going on in the world, not only with the gun law, but it's going to be a response to a lot of things that's going on. Guns are going to be the response to a lot of people's depression issues, because when you look at social media and people see social media, people are comparing themselves to the people in social media and are becoming more mentally stressed because they feel like they're not meeting certain standards that they see on social media, because a lot of people live their life based off of social media. So if anything happens if anything's going on in social media or any of these things and they feel like they're not enough, they become mentally unstable, and it's going to be an answer. You see people on live shooting people, killing people on live. What is the purpose of you going on live to shoot somebody for? Unless you're not looking for some type of attention.
They are.
So that's what a lot of people are doing, those type of things. That's going to be their solutions.
That's a YOLO energy, man.
Yeah, they're gonna go to that for their solutions to a lot of their problems and the things that they're going through. And it's sad, really, to say, but depression is running rampant right now.
It's deep. It definitely
it's
is.
about to get worse.
Trust me.
For sure.
That's my whole point. Even with relationships, like before, when you could cheat on people and think you can get away with it, like nobody ain't gonna say nothing or do nothing. People are killing people. They are killing people for cheating on them. So people not out here playing.
Putting kids out.
Oh, we seen that.
Remember, we in the softest time we've ever been. Like, how they used to say sticks and stones and all of that, but words can never hurt me.
Mm-mm.
Man, a look can hurt somebody
Are you talking? Hold on.
nowadays.
You talking about cheating? You talking about divorces? Yo, there was a
And not
guy.
only that, you get nasty looks just for carrying your gun.
Listen, there was
People
a
know I
guy.
have a gun on me. They giving me nasty looks just because I'm carrying my gun.
They had a guy down in Miami that. This is how serious it is. The guy, the wife filed for divorce. They went through the courts and everything. Went to the day that he got divorced. Shot her right there after they came out of the courtroom.
Oh man.
So that's how serious this thing is. Where
I said I ain't ready to go.
yeah,
Not over yet.
I seen another one down in Miami. Same thing. The wife, I guess she told him that day that it's not working out.
Mm-mm.
Now when you and I, no jokes on it, but when someone shoots the dog, also, that means it's done deal. Everything's off the table. There was a whole high-speed chase, the whole 9 yards. The man killed the wife, stepson, the mother-in-law. I think the stepson's girlfriend got shot too. I think she survived, and then the dog.
Was that on one of them episodes, or you seen that in the news?
No, it was in the news.
Say
It's
that.
in the news.
Oh, okay.
I was in the news.
And
I mean, I remember. No, I remember because what happened. I actually saw part of it with the high-speed chase. Afterwards, the guy crashed, and then he ended up shooting himself. When they finally, ran up on him and everything, he just decided to take his life. But
Hey, you notice how it's starting to look more like us
Mhm,
and all of this. You notice this, right?
yeah.
More and more, man. I'm telling you.
That's that Caucasian influence.
Mm.
We've been
all
running
part of
around
it,
here
man.
trying to chase. We've been trying to chase the shadows of everybody,
Yeah.
and now we're
Right.
becoming that. We got the whole. We not traditional anymore. We got the demon energy running through us now.
Mm.
I'm telling you, this a whole ploy, man.
That's why.
I see the whole pattern, and I'm just looking at it like everybody just falling for it. It don't even make no sense.
Shout out to Pretty P. She said,
You're not falling for it.
Hell no.
Is it
They
because of the melanin in your skin?
I already know. I gotta listen. You
Well, I
have to
just
be
like-
aware. We over here acting like we weren't the most aware ones in our. I mean,
Oh,
we've been
man.
talking. We've been talking about.
Darker the berry.
Oh man.
Listen, we've been talking about these kind of things, these kind of plans for a long time. I don't know when we stopped talking about this. Now we looking at each other like we crazy. Black people been talking about this stuff.
Mm.
This was like our breakfast conversation. Talking about this type of stuff, how the government's setting us up. Now we over here joining and kicking it with the Joneses, thinking that, oh, we crazy. Oh, you crazy. That stuff don't go down. You crazy.
Mm.
And there's always
Now,
that
look.
famous line: "Get your hand out of my pocket." You remember
Now,
that?
look, I
moment?
remember when certain things used to go down. You turn on the news, you already knew. Now you look like what? Who threw their baby in a water
Yeah,
with
hold up.
alligators? What?
Here's the worst part about it, and I know y'all all do it. Was he black or white? Okay,
That's what I'm
because
talking
y'all want to
about.
know. Because now all right. It's like
Before you knew it wasn't black.
there was I guess I could use the word stereotype. There was a pattern or something when certain things happen.
Yeah, it's a
White male,
stereotype, but I mean,
I'm trying to find a word, but I can't find it right now. So it's the fastest thing I can find,
Stereotype.
right? So it's
it
like
is.
you
Or
knew
the
a typical
profiling.
thing. So
Stereotype.
I remember Ice Cube even used it. He said, the typical gun owner is white, such and such, da 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 da. So the thing with it now, as you're saying, as we're getting caught up in social media and all these different things, we're starting to pick up the patterns, certain different things. So now when you see something like a mass shooting or something like that, where we normally, that's not
Yeah.
it's like now, the DC shooter was the first one that had like, oh, oh man, he's black. You know what I'm saying? Like, because for a minute, DC was hot. Nobody coming out because someone was just randomly taking people.
them out.
You know, it's coming from bridges, it's coming from overpasses, it's coming from bushes. So people were just staying in their house in DC, Maryland, DC area, couldn't
DC
walk
sniper.
around. Then we find out, oh my God, dude, what?
Yeah,
then we found out
ex-military too.
Then Malvo. Then when we heard the Malvo, oh, you know, all the Jamaicans, oh Lord. He was doing it like Dave Chappelle. Hey, trade him. You know?
Oh man.
Because that wasn't a typical
Situation.
thing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
But here's the thing though, is they're doing the same exact things that they did to the Caucasian youth that they did back in the days, especially the vets that came back from like Nam and all of that back in the days, the LSD programs, the brainwashing, all of that stuff. They turned them violent. Now they're doing the same thing to us. That's why you're seeing so much of us running around here with that privilege, you know what I'm saying, push, that anger, that aggression to just everything. Like you can't say nothing now. You get what I'm saying?
What do you think? What do you think that's a function of? I'm asking the question because I want to follow up with it though.
Well, the thing is, it's what they did with it is they reset that culture, because back in the days you had I would say Caucasians and certain Europeans in America was building a structure outside, well, within the country, kind of outside of the government. And what they did with the war and the CIA with their LSD programming and stuff like that, they created the whole hippie, movement, and they turned them into this "we don't care" movement, free love, open sex, all of that, just wild madness. They created that. You get what I'm saying? And now you're looking at us today with the Afrocentric movement. They attach themselves into that now. Now we're we're drugged up. We're all over the place. We don't care. We don't care about family now. We don't care about none of that. You get what I'm saying? We on that whole YOLO movement that they pushed for a hot minute.
Anybody can get it.
They literally did the same tactics that they did to the hippies back in the 60s and the 70s that they're doing to us now. It's the same exact tactics. You get what I'm saying?
Do you know another way that they doing pushing a lot of this too?
Food.
Yep. And that's the biggest way that they're doing it. Because you know why they're doing it that way is because people are not reading labels. They're not looking up what they're eating. And a lot of this stuff is causing homosexuality. It's causing people to be nervous. It's causing people to have anxiety. It's causing people to be depressed. And they're not even paying attention to it. And then if you tell somebody, well, what have you been eating? They don't associate it with what's going on with them at all.
Yeah, look at all the autism that's in school now. Back in the days, it was like maybe like 3 in the school.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, who was who in the school. You get what I'm saying? Now, man, it's like in a classroom of 25, it's like 15.
And the sad thing about it too is the information is there for us, because in my reading and some of my classes, they simply tell you, it's blatant. They're telling you certain things are causing these things and nobody's listening.
That's the whole reason why it's blatant.
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
yeah. You gotta get it. Listen,
American FDA is trash.
No, but listen,
they don't even. When I was on the plane, and this is I just felt like this was like crazy to me. When I was on the plane, they were coming through and they were asking people about, if they wanted to buy cigarettes or whatever without, taxes. I guess it's tax free or whatever. So they
duty free.
Yeah, duty free. I'm sorry. So they coming through and they had these big old cartons of cigarettes, and they got it huge on the outside of the cartons about it causing cancer, lung cancer. I'm talking about almost like skull and bones on the outside of the cartons.
Yeah.
And you got people you got people buying.
Be 5 of those.
I'm like, this is crazy.
Give me the
Yeah,
whole
but
box.
the reason why is because remember that whole labeling thing got pushed in like what I think it was like 5 years
They
ago,
made it
something like that.
mandatory. They made it
Yeah, to
mandatory.
label all it because I had to do graphic design for some cats and you had to make it like they say that it had to be like an eighth of the design or something like
Yeah,
that.
yeah. There were
You get what I'm
Marlboro.
saying?
Yeah, when that whole lawsuit happened with Marlboro years back, that's when all that got implemented.
Well, the truth movement too. They got
But that's
real
part
deep
of
in
it.
because they went
That's
to the
part of it.
colleges and universities and they got all of them to pretty much start protesting like cigarettes and all of that. So the companies they had to cave.
But the
You know what
company,
I'm saying?
the company did that. See, that's the whole PR move. It's like almost like I'm feeding you something that's bad, but the PR section is saying, look, there's a good we're gonna build a cafeteria on the other side of the campus that'll serve good food. Now it's your decision whether you want the good campus food or the bad one. But you can't say we didn't give you the good one. So that's the whole thing with it. Like the whole situation that happened with that whole truth campaign came from tobacco. You know what I'm saying? They had to do all of this stuff to kind of like balance out things to say, okay, we are educating you that these things will happen. We're not telling you that you can't smoke it anymore, but we're telling you that what it does. So now
No,
the choice
actually,
is
the
yours.
truth campaign stuff it actually came from university kids that ran campaigns within the university, and then they started branching out. Otherwise, once the internet came around, they started pushing it heavy on the internet. You know what I'm saying? Next thing you know, you started seeing commercials come around and other things like that. But it actually started as like a grassroots program. You know what I'm saying? Like right now, a lot of people don't even know there's a push in some schools from children that's deciding to get away from smartphones. And they're going back to buying flip phones and dumb phones now, like little brick phones and shit. They're going back to buying those because they want to get away from social media. A lot of them already went from Facebook. A lot of them already went from Snapchat and other platforms because they're realizing because they've either lost friends to the agenda or they have a friend that's going through depression because of how the algorithm pushes the tactics
stuff
solely against the children. The platforms are pushing it hard on the children. You get what I'm saying? So because they know this, they're like, yo, we got to come together and do something because obviously the government and the system ain't going to do it for us. That's why you see so many young app developers now. These app developers are coming out like 16 years old, developing a whole app, 20 years old, developing $1 billion app. You know what I'm saying? Because they want something different. They're tired of what's going on right now. You know what I'm saying? And that's why I say we need more mentors to guide that push for these children because these children know what's up. They have the internet in their hands and they're not stupid anymore. But social media and other platforms are dumbing these kids down because they want them to be stupid so they could fall back in line. You get what I'm saying? But we as adults coming from all of that
for them to get in line.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? They want that that little calf that runs off from the crowd so they could come and snatch them up. That's what they want. You know what I'm saying? But I support these kids 100% when they're doing these type of things because that's awareness that can be taught. You know what I'm saying? Especially in a better way, not to be like exploited and all that like they're doing now in the industry.
I don't know. I think going back to the food portion of things and saying that the labels and these things are right in your face and a lot of people
just
I think
don't care really. That's what it comes down to. I mean
I hate to say it like that, but I think what it is because they created the all right, let me see how I can put it. They created a fast-paced world and people are moving at 100 miles an hour.
Keeping you distracted.
Right. So it's like you're moving so fast that even though it's right there, again, it goes back to the whole campaign again. It's there. We told you it's there. It's up to you now whether you went and read it, learned it, understood it, decided to go separate, all that stuff, but it's there. So they know how the masses think. You understand? That's just like anything that happened, and I'm only speaking on my community first. They know how we tick. They know how we move.
Yeah.
A lot of people know certain foods, and nothing against soul food, but we know the outcome of that in our neighborhoods. Ain't gonna stop the barbecues and the reunions and the big mamas, and you know what I'm saying? It's like it's not gonna stop. There was a debate not too long ago with the whole thing with Lizzo.
Okay.
Remember the Ari Spears and all this. And again, nothing against Lizzo, her size and all that. Beautiful woman. But again, when can we really speak the truth and say that we have to do better? And it's not healthy. It has nothing to do with beauty at this point.
Lizzo's literally the modern day mammy character. All right, that they used to push on black people back in the days. She's the mammy character. Literally, the corporates put the money in her back and say, get out there and push this agenda because we need diabetes back on the table. Black people out here choosing vegan choices. We don't want this. Get out there, shake your ass, look ridiculous, and get these people back to snacking at 2 a.m. You get what I'm saying? Bro, let's not call let's call a spade, bro. Lizzo know what she up to. If her
Really?
If her bank book wasn't getting as fat as you know what, all right, let's be honest, she wouldn't be out here doing this stupid ass foolishness. You think Lizzo want to do that? She got the money to say, hey, put that tube in there and reduce me 30 pounds. You get what I'm saying? Reduce me 30 pounds.
Put that tube.
Take this check. Reduce me 30 pounds. I think I got too big this time. You get what I'm saying? Man, let's call a spade a spade. All right. Diabetes been murdering more black people than anything. All right. Let's get that.
But see, that's
I don't support that unhealthy.
The thing is by the time that she builds up all the people who is all for that, that's when she's gonna go get surgery, and then
that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
But we've seen that.
Got the bread.
That's how they do it. That's how they did it with Jennifer Hudson.
But nah, she was already skinny from before.
Jennifer,
yeah,
but she gained weight.
She had to.
She had the kid.
Weight. No, she gained the weight for the role of
the something girls.
Yeah,
they did Precious that way.
Mm-hmm.
Precious, yeah. Precious lost weight, did she? Yeah.
Yeah, but not until she came out looking bloated. She came out bloated for a long time.
Mm.
And then
that was it, bloated. That's what we're going with, huh?
I'm just saying, I'm trying to be nice. And
then,
we already digging a hole.
You got a black Republican calling Lizzo mammy here.
That's but it's the character though. Man. Back in the days, that was the character.
So, Lizzo talking about doing surgery now.
And then he's right because you wonder when you watching these shows, you like, why would they put them a blonde wig on?
Yeah.
Like, why? Like, you extra black and then you big and you got on a blonde wig
with red lipstick. Looking hella goofy. Like,
come on, man. We see that all day in the hood. You go to my
but that's the brainwashing though.
You
see the individuals running around buzzing in their little beehive with their queen running around still making songs about independence when she married up to money. Come on now. You get what I'm saying? But then you out here in the regular dealing with the normal life and you supposed to follow her message. Like the one Instagram, like Ciara, she put out a song, right, where she was talking about, she on her video singing a song where she's talking about independent women and all of that. And people in the comments was blowing her up talking about, you mean like how you going home to a Ned Flanders with 6 figures? You know what I'm saying? They hitting up. They said, Ciara, it's time to stop. It's time to stop. We tired of listening to your songs about single this, single that, when we all got to go home alone and you going home to a whole family. People are done with it. You know what I'm saying? You taking money to set us up. I'm not supporting you. You feel me? What I'm saying, you getting a paycheck to tell black people to go run into a wall head first. Why should I support you? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like let's just
It's hard to get
solve it.
people on one accord with that, though. That's super hard. And it shouldn't be as hard as it is, because every other culture, they get together with their own kind and they do their thing
That's what
and
I'm
they
saying.
build up against everybody else. And we the only ones don't do that.
Because we integrated. No one else integrated.
Yeah, we
Anyone
the
that
only
come
ones don't
here,
do that.
what do? They move to where their community is at. They move to where their people is at. It don't matter where it is. Just as long as they know their people are there, they go in there and they build with their people, and then they expand outward and start their own thing. We the only one that go to a community that don't even want us there. Talking about we want to live a life for our future and our kids. What you doing there when your peoples don't? The community don't want you there. The police don't want you there. Nobody don't want you there. Go where
Have you
you're
heard?
accepted and
It
build.
sounds. Have you heard about that guy that did that study? He died, but he was going around and he was doing a study. He was a black man and he was going into. Yeah, I think he graduated from. I want to say Harvard, but I might be wrong. But he graduated and he took all his specialty and he didn't use any of it. So what he did, he went like undercover and he started working for country clubs, white people country clubs, and he started seeing if black people were being being whether they was people were being racist against black people in these certain places that were supposed to be prestige places that black people wanted to belong to.
Yeah.
So what he did is he said, after he did his study, he wrote books about why do us black people constantly want to be a part of something that they don't want us part of. But
Acceptance.
he talked about how they treated him, because he only went in there doing something simple, like I think he was doing something like washing dishes or cleaning up, or it was something simple. But he talked about how they treated black people and they didn't like black people, and
Right.
these people were paying out his money just to be a part of their country club, and he was like he didn't understand why they was doing it.
Remember, Master P had that. Remember, I don't know if anyone remember that when he bought a house. I think it was in Louisiana, pristine area, I believe, country club area. He actually paid more to get into it, and they denied him. He ended up paying more, and still had problems with these people. Now, when I first heard about it, that was the first thing that came to my mind. Like, why would you even, if they giving me problems, they giving me, it's costing me where I have to pay more money to come in there than the average person that lives in there just because of who I am. I'm not coming there. I'm good.
Yeah, like go start your own. And this is what I don't
We
understand.
can't stay in our lane. We
That's
can't
what I'm
stay in
saying.
our
Like,
lane.
go start your own. And here's the thing: what I don't understand. We over here jumping through fire hoops, breaking our backs, right, for these individuals that don't even want us. But then we giving up everything that we got for free. That got to be the stupidest thing ever. We give up everything for free. You know what I'm saying? And then we turn around and spend dumb amounts of money for people that I still see black people of the day walking around bragging about some brand new Gucci they just bought from a company
That don't want you.
that don't even like you. A company that had to run a 2-year campaign just to get black people back in their pocket.
Well, again, they know how we tick. Check out Dapper Dan. Dapper Dan. Okay.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. And
I don't know if anyone.
That's why I don't support him anymore. This fool went on every black podcast you could think of. Hey man, just forgive Gucci. Hey, just forgive them. You know what I mean? They mean well. You don't get your ass out of here. You getting paid too.
I don't know.
I was about to say they was in his pocket, man.
You know do you know the history of Dapper Dan? Okay, so Aaliyah, I'm not sure if you're familiar with Dapper Dan, but Dapper Dan's more of a up north. It's an up north thing. But any rap album that you looked at back in the days, from Latifah to Rakim to whoever. Dapper Dan is the one
Had
that
his
made
fits on them, yeah.
all they Gucci,
You
Louis,
saw paid in full.
everything. All that Stitch. That's all him.
You saw paid in full.
Not sure. You saw Paid in Full?
Everybody saw Paid in Full.
Okay, so
That's a classic.
he's the one that's in like changed the whole situation of hip hop gear, high end look.
Fashion.
Because he would take the print, do it. Now, when Gucci finally caught on, they shut him down, sued him, the whole 9 yards. Then years later, when everyone is still trying to get that retro look, they decide to hire him. Now, Dapper Dan had to go underground. I mean, like, if you want something from him, you got to pay him extra. He'll fly out to your city or stitch it wherever he's at, bring it to you. You pay extra, all that stuff he had to do. He is literally underground. Finally came above ground. They give him a job because Gap even went in and created a DAP. So it's a Dapper Dan version of a Gap situation. And Gucci relaunched, I think it was a trench coat or a bubble goose or something like that. That was like out the roof. Limited edition. It blew off the shelf. They sold it for a whole stack of money. But then I'm thinking about it the same way. I'm like, yo, you bugging. Like, you don't need them. You are Dapper Dan. Yo, you don't even need that Stitch. If you smart, come up with a DD or a D something or something else. You know what I'm saying?
Make your own.
Yeah,
but
and the whole time Louis literally took their pattern from African tribes, bro.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? The Gucci colors is from Africa. What are they even talking about? If they don't kick rocks, but this is what I'm trying to say. These cats,
A lot of stuff is from there.
They eyeball and they hover.
A lot of
They hover with a vacuum, literally just sucking up our culture. You get what I'm saying with stuff. But then they want to sit here and talk about, oh, we didn't make it for you. Word.
But again, that goes
who
back
made
to
you
the
popular?
Same thing, the same thing again. They know how we tick. Once you know what you're up against, you gonna know how to maneuver. Like if I know, man, this will be back. Because I set up the game where I know he'll be back. Because if I set it up that far ahead and I say, all right, look, we're gonna do this to Madness. He gonna get mad. He gonna jump in his car, but watch it. We already ciphered out gas. And then my man closed the account on his joint. So you know what I'm saying? You set up certain things in place. Man, he peels out. And he said, the car stopped bobbling. And he looked and he like, yo, he put his hand in his wallet. Oh man, where's my wallet? He pulled out the car, put the car, declined. He's like, oh damn, he gotta call Black IT. He's like, yo, you gotta call Republican. Like, yo, you gotta call John. John like,
you thought I was killing you?
What's up, man? You know what I'm saying? It's like it's set up way in advance.
That's why they're selling slave shoes.
Psychological portion. And my man pointed me out to something the other day. Shout out to Sheldon. He said something to me that kind of blew my mind. He said, every so often he walks barefoot because he has to get grounded. Mm-hmm. And then also he said, we were used to wearing wooden shoes way back. Mm-hmm. Now the rubber stuff is not allowing us to get grounded again. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, oh damn, you right. Because back home, we running around barefoot like it's nothing. And then when you come here,
and how happy were we when we were doing it?
I still do it.
But then
I do it now too.
But then they make you feel like, I don't want to say. I don't want to say it like that, but the negative kind of say the negative portion of things. Oh, African booty scratcher, you walking around barefoot, all that. So now you start to pull back. Now you start to throw the shoes on. You start to do things.
Problem is we worrying about what other people gotta say that ain't even doing nothing for our life. Mm-hmm. Ain't nobody investing
and looking
in
for
your
acceptance
success.
From people that aren't doing anything in our lives.
Right.
It don't make no sense because here's the thing. And remember now, even if you're saying grounded, right? Rubber don't ground you to nothing. Mm-mm. You know what I'm saying?
It disconnects you.
Yeah, the current of the world, you know what I'm saying? That energy that goes from the ground up, you have to be connected to that. Why
Absolutely.
you think they'll go hiking? They go camping. They're reconnecting back to the land.
I
Every
don't know.
so
Some of them
often
people
they
crazy.
reconnect.
Some
We
of
over here, we in a concrete jungle. You get what I'm saying? Housed up away from the sun, away from nature, and away from everything. You know what I'm saying? And then we wonder why we getting sick, why our body's breaking down.
why
Our
you
skin,
depressed?
our skin needs way more sun than anybody else. You know what I'm saying? Because of our defense. So we cannot be in AC and all of this stuff sitting around. We have to be out there. We got to be sweating. We got to be getting all that stuff out of your system. All of that stuff matters. You know what I mean? But people now, they want to wait till they like, damn, they're 50 years old when their body all shutting down and they claiming they ain't young anymore
Mhm.
to
Ain't nothing
start
wrong with
doing all of
50.
this.
Ain't no room 50, homeboy.
I'm just saying,
Fresh and fit.
that's
Fresh
all.
and
That's
fit.
all I mean.
Even the dog told you.
Yeah,
Fresh and fit.
but I'm just saying that's normally the time
Oh,
frame when
man.
people want to,
Start shutting
change
down.
they want to change their eating habits and do
Yeah.
all this extra stuff. Like you got to do all that stuff when your body is ready to
Mm-hmm.
change. You get what I'm saying? When your body starts shutting down, your body's like, hey man, you done beat me up
Blew
your
that.
entire life.
Yeah.
Body
You know what I'm
never
saying?
shut down.
But it's true though.
Never.
Yeah, you look at our culture, man. Like that's the thing we don't have in our culture anymore. We last forever, man.
I
Yeah.
think we still have it in our culture. We just are not connected with the peoples that do those things
Mm-hmm.
because it's there. We just have to find them.
So we all got it.
Yeah.
What was that?
That was a dog, man.
Sound like somebody just said that was a dog.
The Leo Blacks is one
You know them
Yeah.
tiny
All
dogs,
night.
man. You
Y'all
know,
want a
tiny
magical
dogs
dog. I
always
swear
go
the
out.
dog just says, "Word up."
You hearing things, man? I ain't hearing
Nah,
nothing.
I
All I heard was
swear.
a dog bark.
Sorry, when you play it back, y'all gonna hear.
No, I'm saying no. The look she gave to was like,
Y'all background was the entertainment.
like she said to the dog, "Yo, come on, son."
Uh-uh.
So yo, all right, in closing now. So we had a lot that made sense. It all connects the dots still, because all this stuff does affect us in the long run. The food you eat, these laws that are coming in. It's kind of scary to see the future. I'll be honest with you, because I at this point I'm comfortable staying in my house, straight up and down.
Don't forget that right there. That's the important thing right there.
Yeah, same thing we spoke about.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, Costa, here's the deal. I'm gonna give you something. I'm gonna give you an opportunity to come and we can talk deeper into this. Do the research, get in contact with us, and let's see if we can open this up even more. Okay? I applaud you for coming on the platform tonight and informing us on that note. But I'm gonna give you the invite to come through and let us know what time it is then with that statue. All right. So, for everyone, all right. So for you now, in or out with the new law?
10 years ago, I would have been all the way in with this new law.
Okay.
Now, tapping into parenthood, a little more serious with that. The structure, I like the idea of added knowledge. What is this guy doing? Right? I don't like
he's a
the
celebrity
idea
now,
of
too.
these young heads having unlimited access.
Right.
No training, no skill set needed. This is a problem for me. That's my take on it. Like the idea of us policing each other, beautiful idea. Realistically, we don't have it, man. Hey, we lost the community.
Trying
Now
to
we're
get it
gonna
back step by step.
Put the
though.
pistols in their hands. Like, hey, man, you get a gun. You get a gun. You.
Well, I
got
tell you
issues
something,
with that,
and
man.
shout out to the Circle of Brotherhood, because they recently got some funding, and it's going to help change a lot of things down in the Miami neighborhoods and stuff like that. That they've been policing their own neighborhoods. So shout out to them, Anthony. Yo, amazing job
Salute.
as always. Aaliyah, in or out?
Out.
Out. Any other words? Just out.
I'm out because of the mental part of it, because it takes how long for a person, emotions change momentarily. So if you are not stable enough to be managing your emotions, then you don't need to be carrying a gun.
Facts. That's true. Blacks.
I'm all the way out on that. That's a
I
trap,
like Fat
bro.
Joe just now. You're all the way out.
I'm all the way out on that. That's a trap, bro. It's a trap. Trust me, I'm telling you. I don't trust it.
Mm-hmm.
Government don't care about you that much to be giving you no damn guns without no ties to it. Come on now.
Yeah. I was all the way out as well. Just from hearing them announce it, it just blew my mind.
It wouldn't make sense for a guy that's fully supported by George Soros. He's supported and funded by George Soros. It wouldn't make sense he would come up with that stupid ass law.
Well, you know how it goes with the puppet and the puppet master.
That goofball, bro.
Yeah, it's a hard pill to swallow.
So we know what time it is. But I want for joining us. Next week. We'll have it on the board for next week. We got some interesting things coming up next Friday.
Hey, Black IT, you in or out?
I forgot. My bad.
I'm out of there.
My bad.
I know. He want the strap.
Yeah. But all right. I want to thank everyone for joining us.
Give me the loop.
Oh man, it's coming. Gotta get ready for that storm.
There's a lot of stuff coming. But once again, like I said, be safe out there. This weekend is a Good Friday. It's a weekend, so send blessings out to everyone. Be safe out there. Treat your fellow man with some good hearts and kindness and things like that for this weekend at least. All right, Aaliyah, welcome back. I hope you got some gifts for us, some garments or something. Hell no, she got that look on her face.
Shot glasses.
Give me the loop.
Say it again. What?
Shot glasses.
Oh, that's that duty free.
Hey, I'll take me a shot glass.
You don't drink,
here,
right?
let me get that.
I like the way you took the label off for that little bottle too. I like that. I was like, what is that?
Can't give no branding. Right?
Corona's like that dirty boy.
Nah, they say Corona is a different.
Modelo. All right. Well. Let me not promote them no more. All right, well, thank you everyone for joining us tonight. Once again, the discussion is very good. And my man DeCosta, yo, please hit us up. Let me know. I would definitely like to get in on that one. All right. Shout out to my man So Chill as always. Jess, what up? What up? Sassy was good. Q, what up? What up? Who else? Norris, of course. Norris was good.
You saw Norris in the comment.
Oh, word? I didn't see that.
He's like, look. You know that's Norris right there.
Now, actually, that's Pretty P. I know that.
Oh,
that's,
yeah,
that's
all right.
Pretty
I thought it was that. You know,
nah, man.
You can read the slang, yo.
Yeah, that one is Pretty P. I know her. All right.
I know who it is.
Who?
Nah, man.
That wasn't her either?
That was cute.
Oh, that was cute? Oh, okay. My bad. Well, I know about it, though. Okay. So it's all good. All right, man. Thank you, everyone, for joining us tonight. See you next Friday, live at the barbershop. Please go out in the world and be somebody this weekend. Be safe. God bless. Good night.
Go out in the world and be somebody.